How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. The crypto market and the stock market are looking pretty good today. We have the crypto market up nearly 5%. Now, I think there's a couple specific reasons for this. I wanted to go through it, talk to you about where we are in crypto, then also look at what was just said by Jerome Powell in regards to crypto regulation. And take a look at some of the top news of the day. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, I really appreciate that. I'm going to try to keep this as quick and to the point as possible. Now, with that in mind too, I do have timestamps underneath the video in case you want to skip around to different parts of the video. Now, before we go any further, we've talked this year about pay-as-you-go plans, and we've also talked about how a lot of payment processors are getting into crypto, whether it's Visa, MasterCard, because there is so much potential, which is why I want to talk to you about Mineplex, which is doing a new thing that I've never seen before, helping you pay for goods and services using staking. Now, Mineplex is a partner of the channel. All their information is underneath the video, but they are a one-stop shop for your banking needs. They're trying to bring crypto and banking together. You can see the Plex token here, and they are actually in the top 200 cryptocurrencies. So this will be a big month for the Mineplex team. They have 3 new products launching this month. So Mineplex.money, electronic payment system, which allows you to pay for purchases, make transfers, for acquiring goods and services while using Plex for the Mineplex marketplace or third-party stores. They have Mineplex.payment, which provides service like Visa or MasterCard, so you can have direct payments or transactions in Plex token without converting over to fiat. And Mineplex.banking, a new generation digital bank with traditional banking services and blockchain advantages. Now you can see I am logged in to Mineplex right now, and it's really easy to get around. You can see the wallet right here. So you guys can check out their Twitter and their website underneath the video and learn a lot more about them there. Thanks again to Mineplex for being a partner of the channel. Now, like I said, we are looking pretty good in the market with Bitcoin up nearly to 43,000. We broke it on a lot of charts just briefly. Ethereum over 3,200, and then some cryptos are up pretty significantly. Polkadot's up 11%. Polygon Matic's up 16%. We have other cryptos up even more. So it's looking pretty good. The overall stock market is good too, with the NASDAQ up over 1%, and then the S&P 500 about 0.6%. Now, why is this happening? Well, we did hear from Jerome Powell. I think part of it is that we did have a little bit of a drop yesterday, and he hinted at upcoming crypto regulation, saying that they will have their report on cryptocurrencies within weeks. He also said, this is I think the important part, he said it's more going to be an exercise in asking questions and seeking input from the public rather than taking a lot of positions on various issues, although we do take some positions. The report really is ready to go, and I would expect we drop it, I hate to say it, in coming weeks. I think that the important thing is what happens in this report, right? Are we clearing up the regulation from the infrastructure law, cleaning up the definition of a broker, or are we going to label a bunch of cryptocurrency securities and try to regulate? Which is why I think it's important what he said here, that it's going to be an exercise in asking questions and seeking input through the public. Obviously, they want to be able to control the risk for U.S. investors, but also they don't want to push everyone away from the U.S. They want to keep the cryptocurrency growth here in the U.S. and continue to bring in more tax dollars from it. Now, with that in mind, we do have a big thing happening tomorrow, which is CPI data. It's coming out tomorrow. They're expecting about 7.1%. We were at 6.8% last month. I would not be surprised if we came in even higher than this, because a year ago, the month that's dropping off didn't have much inflation compared to where we are now. Now, looking at where crypto is specifically, where is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is entering the buy zone on dormancy flow. The bottom signal has only flashed 5 times before in Bitcoin's history. You can see back here, back in 2012, we were at a low, popped up after that. You can see yellow is the dormancy, and then we have the gray being the price. Here, pretty nice dip there, pretty nice dip here, pretty nice dip here, and then we're in a bit of a dip now. So what does this actually mean? For the average Bitcoin investor, they might not know what this means. Well, the higher the dormancy, The older the coins transacted that day are on average, and that means old hands are releasing their Bitcoins into circulation. In other words, average dormancy refers to spent or realized destruction relative to transactions. So when we are at high dormancy up here, that means that a lot of people that have held on for a long time are finally selling. They're the people that are smart money. They're the ones buying in and saying, hey, the price is just way too high. I have to drop it. And whenever we see a spike, you can see a drop, right? Spike here, drop. Spike here, drop. We have a little bit of a drop here, but spike here, drop. Spike here, drop, right? All the smart money is selling at the peaks here, and then they're holding on down here. So that is really interesting to take a look at and is very bullish. Now, yesterday we just had Bill Miller saying that he is going in about 50% in cryptocurrency because nothing else in a portfolio can 10 or 50x, but Bitcoin can. And that, I think, is what a lot of people are seeing these days. Right? There is a lot of volatility. We see a lot of volatility for Bitcoin up and down, but that's the price you pay. And people are willing to pay it, right? A lot of billionaires, a lot of big money is going into this and they're saying, hey, I don't care. I just want to look 5 years out. If I can double, triple, quadruple, 5x my money, I'm going to be happy. Also, Bitcoin Magazine just reported this. Fidelity Canada adds Bitcoin exposure to 2 ETFs to improve risk-adjusted returns. So it's not just billionaires, it's also large investment companies like Fidelity. We also have some news just in the altcoins. Associated Press to launch Polygon-based photography NFT platform. So this is not just their own NFTs, but they're going to create this NFT platform. So this is going to be through this company, XOOA. I don't know how to pronounce that, XOA. And they are creating white label NFT marketplaces for brands and IP owners. This is going to be a collection of NFTs that will include photographs of subjects such as space, climate, and war from AP photojournalists, and this is going to be built on Polygon. So this is not the first time getting into crypto. In October of last year, they partnered with Chainlink to ensure any data from its US newspaper and broadcaster members would be cytographically verified. And we have some other newspapers that have done this too, or some other news outlets. Then one other thing to take a look at, Binance Labs backs 200 million Oasis ecosystem fund. So this is just another company, another VC arm that is dumping a lot of money into crypto. And we looked at the charts maybe a couple weeks ago now. So just to remember, in the first 10 months of 2021, we saw $17 billion going into crypto and blockchain focused startups, more than 3 times the 2020 amount. So that is something you have to be careful of, right? Retail's getting a little bit of it, but the Silicon Valley VCs are just getting all of Web3, it seems like, by putting so much money in. Now, that is the cool thing about Bitcoin and some of these other cryptocurrencies. Yes, there's going to be a lot of businesses made around it, but you get in before a lot of other people do. And yes, VCs own a significant amount of some of these different cryptos like Solana, Terra, but Bitcoin is pretty well distributed. Some of these other top cryptocurrencies are too. And remember, you are buying for the long term. If VCs dump over the next couple months, yes, that's going to be painful, but if you see the potential years out, and we'll get through it, it'll be a buying opportunity. So let me know your thoughts on all this news underneath the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, you can check out the links underneath to get to Mineplex, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.